Okay, so this is a pretty good problem to really understand if you get the comparing fraction situation. Remember, we have less than, greater than, and equals to, and we're comparing two different fractions in there. Or two fractions. Okay. Let's do the first one. So we have 1/4 over 1/4, and we're comparing it to 1/9. What goes inside here? Is it equals to? Is it greater than, less than? What is in there? How do we compare these guys? Well, we can think of it like this. And again, it all depends what numbers or what fractions we're getting. There isn't a one size fits all way to do these things. I mean, there could be, but we're not going to do that. We're going to think about, what does it mean to be 1/4 of something? Well, if I have a circle and I have 1/4 of it, this is what it would look like. Now, if I have another circle, how many parts do I have to cut this into? I have to cut this into 9 different parts, and apparently I get a little sliver of that. So that's kind of how you want to think about it. 1/4 is pretty much like this big of a piece, but then 1/9 is like this tiny sliver of it. And you want to think of it like that. And if you don't or aren't able to, definitely go back and review all the videos until you are comfortable doing that. So we can pretty much say that 1/4 is greater than 1/9. Okay, so the next question. 2/5, and then we're comparing it with 6/15. Now, how can I figure this one out? Well, I know I learned about... So how can we figure this one out? Well, we learned in the previous videos that something like this can be reduced, right? We can reduce it to simplest form. So let's try that. Let's try reducing this to simplest form. What does that look like? 6/15. If I divide the top by 3 and the bottom by 3, what do I get? I get 2/5. Okay, so now that is a 6, so basically 6/15 is equal to 2/5. That means that since I also have 2/5 here, that simply means that it is equivalent. Okay, and you can even check this. 2 times what gives me 6 times 3? And is it also 5 times 3 gives me 15? Yes. Okay, let's go to the next one. 12/15 compared to 4/5. Okay, so we have this fraction, we can simplify it. And I'm not saying you should simplify every fraction you see, but get used to doing that because it may make your life easier. So 12/15, let's divide this by 3 and divide this by 3, and I'll get 4/5. Okay, and once again, I'm left with this equivalent fraction. Yeah, I did not expect that to happen actually, but it is the case. So 5 times 3 gives me 15, and 4 times 3 gives me 12. So these are equivalent.